Now we are pleased to welcome Poonam Gorade, a senior technical writer at WorldPlay. With over 11 years of experience in financial tech documentation, Poonam will guide us through AI-powered documentation workflows. From intelligent authoring to chatbot integration, this session offers practical strategies and ethical insights for navigating an AI-augmented writing environment. So over to you, Poonam.
Hello and good morning, everyone. I'm Poonam Gorade, a senior technical writer currently working with WorldPay. I bring over 11 years of experience in the field of content, ranging from technical writing and content strategy to maintaining large scale CMS. In my career, I'm at that point where I'm exploring how emerging technologies can improve the way we work. And today I'm excited to talk about one of the most transformative technologies shaping our field, which is artificial intelligence, and how it's enhancing and evolving the world of technical documentation. Next slide, please, Rahul. So AI is revolutionizing the field of technical documentation by introducing new efficiencies and capabilities. Today, we'll discuss how AI is reshaping content creation, management, and delivery. So traditionally, technical documentation was a manual and time-intensive process. But with now AI into picture, it is benefiting from intelligent automation and enhanced user engagement, which are the key aspects of any technical documentation. So AI tools are enabling technical writers to produce more consistent and accurate content. At the same time, reducing the time spent on repetitive tasks. This transformation is not just about automation, but it is also about augmenting human capabilities, allowing writers to focus on higher value activities. So, activities such as content strategy and user experience design. So, the integration of AI into documentation workflows represents a significant shift in how information is structured, accessed, and maintained, making it more dynamic and responsive to user needs. So, do any of the attendees today use AI in their daily workflow? Feel free to comment in the chat. We will be discussing all the comments from all the attendees at the end of my session. Next slide, please, Rahul. So, how AI can be used in technical documentation workflows? So, AI is being practically applied in various aspects of documentation workflows. So, for various aspects, like for example, enhancing productivity, enhancing quality, and so on. So intelligent authoring assistants such as grammar and style checkers is something I use consistently in my work, which are powered by machine learning. So these help writers maintain consistency as well as clarity. So next, automated content reuse also allows for modular documentation, where content blocks are dynamically reused across different documents. So what this does is it does two things. It reduces the redundancy and ensures the uniformity. There are also AI-driven localization tools that streamline the translation process by providing context-aware translations. So if you're working for an international company, the main documentation are always in the native language as well as in English. So once you have created the English documentation, you can make use of AI-driven localization tools and get your native language translated documentation. So this drastically saves your time instead of hiring a language person of the native language person and asking him or her to translate the entire documentation. So this significantly improves the turnaround times as well as accuracy. Additionally, chatbot integration is also something that is into the picture. This chatbot integration, it enables interactive documentation. So if you visit any website nowadays, the chatbot just pops up and it asks you, it helps you for commonly asked questions. So why not use that chatbot integration in documentation as well? So not necessary each and every reader that comes to a document, it is always finding some deep information. It just wants to know if something is right or wrong. So he one doesn't have to go through the entire document. It can just ask the chatbot, okay, this is my XYZ question. Is it a yes? Is it true or false? So this is how chatbot integration can help, where users can query information conversationally, which improves accessibility as well as engagement. So all these use cases demonstrate how AI is not just theoretical concept, but a practical tool that is actively transforming the documentation landscape. So do you use any AI tools, or have you ever used any AI tools for the use cases mentioned in the PPT? Please feel free to comment in the chat box. Next slide, please, Rahul. So how can we integrate tools in our workflow, or what are the effective approaches to AI integration? So AI integration into documentation workflows, it requires strategic planning and execution. You cannot just one day wake up and say, okay, I want to use AI, let's use it. No, you there are many different effective approaches, and one of which I consider is the important one is selecting the right tools now that there are so many various tools in the market. So the tools that align with organizational needs and documentation goals is the most important. So another aspect is workflow automation. It should be implemented incrementally and not drastically. So what you can do is start with pilot programs, test the AI capabilities and gather feedback. Another aspect is collaboration between technical writers, developers, and AI specialists. So previously, there were only two groups working on any technical documentation. First one was technical writers, and others were developers, engineers, SMEs, and so on. So now that AI has taken over, so the third group into picture is AI specialists. So these are very crucial to ensure seamless integration and address any compatibility issues. What AI specialists do is they help in phased adoption that allows teams to adapt gradually and minimize the disruption and maximize the learning curve. So apart from collaborative integration, another important thing to take into consideration is training and support. Since AI is a new concept in technical documentation, of course, training is required along with some kind of support. So these help writers become proficient with new tools, understand their features, and use them effectively. So following these few strategies, organizations can integrate AI responsibly and effectively, thus ensuring the benefits are realized without compromising the quality. So do you have any different approach mentioned on the screen which you use in your daily work? Feel free to comment in the chat and we'll discuss it later. Next slide, please, Rahul. So what are some of the tools that I would personally recommend while using AI for technical documentation? Of course, there are several AI tools that are available that significantly enhance technical documentation workflows. But which tool should you use? So technical documentation has various processes and each process has some different tool. So for example, Grammarly and Writer.com offer intelligent writing assistants. They help authors maintain tone, clarity, and correctness. If you want some tool to provide quick content suggestions and answer technical queries, you can go for ChatGPT. Another tool is Localize, which is a very powerful tool for AI-driven localization. As I mentioned before, there are tools that are used for translation. So Localize is one of the tool which you can use for translations. It offers context-aware translations and integration with various content management systems. Of course, it's a paid one if you want to use the integration feature of the tool. Another tool is chatbot integration. So Rasa is one of the tools that can be used for chatbot integration. It allows documentation to be accessed interactively and it provides conversational interfaces. These all tools not only improve the efficiency, but they also elevate the quality of documentation by ensuring consistency, accuracy, and user engagement. So, but the important factor to keep in mind is you have to select the right combination of tools based on specific needs and workflow requirements. So do you use any of these tools, or do you have any other tools that I mentioned, which I just mentioned? Please feel to share it in the chat box with other attendees today. So next, we have challenges and ethical considerations. So I won't go deep into this particular section of AI. Of course, I mean, while AI offers numerous benefits, its integration into technical documentation comes with various challenges and ethical considerations, such as data governance, privacy, tool compatibility challenges, and some ethical things. So we have a separate session tomorrow on this. So don't miss it to understand all the challenges and how to tackle it. Another one thing which I would like to highlight is human oversight. So even though my presentation today talks about how AI has simplified technical documentation, how it is used in technical documentation workflows, but I would also highlight that we cannot forget how and why human oversight is important in all this process. So AI is, of course, it has simplified our work, but it should, all the work that AI does for us, it should be verified from human point of view. What this does is it helps the output to be checked, to check if it is accurate, to check if it is within the security and privacy measures put forth by the company, and it is not used in a wrong way. So, as I mentioned, tomorrow we have a separate session on challenges and ethical considerations. So, I'll just quickly finish this section and get over to the next slide. So, what are some skills that AI enhanced roles require? As AI becomes integral to technical documentations, writers must develop new skills to thrive in this evolving landscape. So, first and foremost thing is understand the AI capabilities. So you have to first understand what capabilities your AI tool is having and how you can use them. Along with capabilities, you also have to know the limitations. So these two things are essential to effectively use these tools in a proper way. The next thing is data literacy. It enables the writers to interpret and manage the information the AI systems use and generate. Proficiency AI tools ensures that writers can utilize these features and troubleshoot the issues then and there. So you don't need a support person 24 hours by your side. If you are proficient in the tool you're using, and if you have proper data literacy, if you have proper knowledge of that tool. Another aspect is ethical awareness, which is crucial to navigate the complexities of AI generated content and maintain user trust. So this is where also the human intervention is uh, explained to the perfect point. Continuous learning and adaptability are other key traits for professionals in AI enabled roles. So by acquiring all such skills, technical writers can transition from traditional content creators to strategic collaborators. So in my entire career, I have frequently heard this traditional content creators. Okay, if I would say someone I'm a technical writer, the reply I would get is traditional content creator. But now that AI is with us, we just have to transform that. We are not just content creators. We have to make AI our collaborators, and we have to collaborate with AI strategically. So, what do you think on this thought of mine? Like, be strategic collaborators of AI. Feel free to comment in the chat box. Next slide, please, all. So, how can you transform, or how is your role evolving as technical writers in response to AI integration? Writers are no longer just content creators, but they're becoming collaborators in the development and implementation of tools. They play a strategic role in selecting the appropriate technologies, designing workflows, and ensuring that AI outputs meet quality standards. As I mentioned before, you cannot just consider, okay, I want to use AI today and just start using AI. No, you have to get the knowledge of what technologies can be used as per the work assigned, what is the design workflow you have to follow, and what is the output you're expecting from the AI which you will be using. This entirely shifts the requirement for a broader skill sets. For example, project management, user experience design, cross functional communications, etc. So, technical writers are also responsible for training and guiding AI systems. So, this is two-way path. AI is helping us, but we also have to help the AI train the AI systems, providing the human context necessary for accurate and meaningful content generation. As AI continues to advance, the value of human insight and creativity remains indispensable, thus positioning us as technical writers, key contributors to innovation and usability in documentation. Next slide, please, Rahul. So, what are the key takeaways from today's presentation? So, understanding the practical use cases of AI, implementing the AI strategies effectively, navigating the challenges and ethical considerations for which we have a separate session tomorrow, and developing necessary skills for AI enhanced roles. Technical writers must embrace this change by becoming proactive learners and strategic collaborators. I am continuously highlighting strategic collaborators because we don't just have to consider AI as our helper, we have to consider AI as a collaborator and train it strategically so that we can make use of AI to the most. So, with this, I would like to conclude my session. If there are any questions for me, I'm open to questions.
Yes, we have a few questions. There's one question from Shrikant. Like chatbots can lose context in long documents, causing repetition or gaps. How can this be prevented in complex document creation?
So this is a very interesting question because I have personally experienced this. So to overcome this, what I do is break the entire file into chunks. So what you can do is, let's say there are several headings. So you give the chatbot input for just particular heading. So once you have broken down into chunks, you have taken the necessary output, and then you again feed the chatbot with the outputs and ask the bot to integrate all the headings, all the chunks. This is very useful. It's very effective. So I just have a quick question to the attendees. So as I mentioned, like responsible use of AI is very important. So is there anything which your company follows in terms of security measures and privacy constraints? So for example, in my company, we have to complete responsible use of AI training, and we have to acquire the certificate, share the certificate. Unless we don't do that, we are not allowed to use AI. Since AI gets access to sensitive information of the company, this is very important aspect to consider.
Yeah, so I think Shashi wants to answer. Shashi, you can go ahead.
Yeah, hi. First of all, thank you, Poonam, for a wonderful session. So just that query you put in the end, right? So I just want to talk about it. So I work for Cisco, and what the company has done is we have a internal customized AI tool which connects to ChatGPT, other versions based on, like, we have an option to select. So this customized tool already has firewall and all that, so that the internal information is not shared like to outside. And we, as you said, even we have a training. It's a mandatory training that we need to complete and then use this tool for our work. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
That's a very good approach. Thank you, Sashi, for sharing.
Nisha has a question like, are there any specific AI certifications that writers are required to complete?
Yes, like it's not requirement, but again, it depends on your skill set, like how much you want to enhance in terms of your skills. So if you want to just put a feather on your skill set, then of course go ahead and complete those certifications.
Chand has a question. How can we develop and adapt the local SLMs for specific team rather than overall organization?
So for this, adoption and change management comes into picture. So in my organization, we are undergoing this phase where Gen AI is highlighted and people are asked to effectively and actively use AI. So every month we have challenges, team challenges, where top three users, employees are announced in monthly events encouraging them to use AI. So this this thing is going on organization wide, but it is presented team wise, individual team wise.
Balu Kosiri has one question. Business plans are bought asking the vendor to not train their models on the organization data.
Priti, that was not a question. I was just
Okay.
answering how my
Okay.
company works.
Okay.
Okay. Can you please elaborate a bit more on that, Balu?
So let's say we are buying a plan from ChatGPT. We put the restrictions on where to draw the line when our data is available publicly or it's not leaked. So even if I put my code base in there, my vendor guarantees me from a business plan that they won't do anything to my data.
Okay. That's also a good way to take care of security things. So another
Yeah.
thing which I would like to share is I have a paid version of Microsoft Copilot 365 in my work account. So even though I have premium version, but still there are security measures put into place. For example, I've created an FAQ bot which takes care of common FAQs during live events, Teams event. But then I cannot publish that bot organization wide. It is just limited to my team. So again, there comes admin privileges, admin rights, admin approvals if it is organization wide.
I think we'll take this last question from Sakshi. Can you specify which trainings can we take for AI which show end-to-end use with examples, etc., based on what you have done yourself?
So in my organization, my team, L&D team, which takes care of the training, we create individual training courses based on the team's their requirements. So for you, we also at the same time we refer the Udemy courses. There are numerous courses on Udemy, but again you have to narrow down what is the goal of the training. Do you want to understand how AI works? Do you want to understand what type of prompt you need to give the AI? Do you need prompt training? Or you want to learn how AI can be used in technical documentation workflows? So then there are two trainings for this. What is technical documentation and where are the spaces where AI can be used and how AI can be used? So that really depends on what is your requirement.
Thank you, everyone, for all those wonderful questions. And the rest of the questions we will take up on our topic-based WhatsApp group. You can join that AI in Tech Writing WhatsApp group, and we can have all the discussions over there. Thank you, Poonam, for that wonderful session.
Thank you all. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll be always available to have a quick discussion on AI and how AI can be used into technical documentation.